Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 3. It's Horn of the Abyss, the Forged in Fire campaign. Bess is bearing down upon us, and I've been contemplating how we can defeat Bess best, one might say. If we had more bounty hunters, that would be a way to solve the problem because of that preemptive shot having unlimited shots. So if these guys were all bounty hunters, this would be a much more achievable prospect, I think. That being said, I don't know of a way to easily upgrade such beasts. So, yeah, that's just not going to be a thing. So, that being the case, we have to think about how else we can approach the mission. So, I think that we may just have to defend in town. And I do have a hunch that she's probably the last of the bosses we're going to fight. I mean, of course, you know, not ignoring Selendor, who's up here somewhere, you know, faffing around. Of course, we still have our Cold Rain town. Yeah, there he is. He's just bumbling around, but he's nowhere near as threatening as Bess is anyway, right? So, yeah, no big deal. So we could certainly just try to hold on, but I'm also thinking that it's probably not going to be easy because she's just not going to attack the town until she feels that she can take it. Might be some time. We could, of course, have a hero positioned in a way where she'll be lured to the town. Could, like, grab Sam or Floybert here. I'll grab Floybert. We'll upgrade his stuff and things. And position him like so. That's definitely going to be in range of Bess and lure her towards Burton, where we can defeat her using the power of gun. This should be a decent enough position. Yeah, we can easily get back to town from here. So, probably be able to clear this area out soon too. But I want to be able to defeat Bess properly in town. We have, of course, all the magic that we need to get this done. That magic mirror is definitely not going to be helpful, but who knows, maybe something else will. Okay, well I think that these heroes are basically in a good enough position. I wonder if I can flag this. Probably not. No. We'll certainly make our way, though, towards some of these other collectibles. Okay. What else can we do? Todd here can, of course, open up this quest card. I doubt the sea dogs are going to be friendly. There's quicksand. I suppose we are in some dunes, so it actually makes sense that that's the spell to learn here. There's Boyd. Baffing around. We could have some of these heroes investigate this seer's hut, for example. What's Boyd up to? I believe we're going to have him build a boat and go sailing. Sounds fun. And Henrietta, of course, she can pick up this Glyph of Gallantry, which we'll need to open up this area here. Now, Selendor's quite some way away off, so we should be able to still explore fairly safely. We may be able to get past this border gate as well, if, of course, we don't need our good friend Frederick for that, with his ability to cast Forgetfulness in a very amazing and fantastic manner. What else can we do? The answer is not much. But hopefully this is a way that we can lure Bess into the jaws of death that await her here at Burton. Let's end turn. She's not interested yet. Even with the juicy morsel dangling in front of her face, she didn't buy it. This denotes some level of intelligence. Well, we could certainly do this for now, just so we can keep reinforcing. We could put Foybert in a position where he'll still be a tempting target. Let's have everyone get back to a position where they can also start recruiting stuff. Not surprised there. We definitely want to get that Warehouse of Mercury on lockdown. The Garden of Revelation is a nice pickup for Henrietta. That's a throng of sharpshooters. I'm honestly not too tempted. about the throng of sharpshooters. That just sounds like a bad time, frankly. But we could certainly head down here. The throng of master genies doesn't sound like a much better time either. But Henrietta, of course, can jump into the portal, and we can go from there. Let's see what Boyd can find, shall we? I bet he never expected to be sailing away. There's a white border gate, which fortunately we can just sail on through. Beholder's Sanctuary is an interesting target. I'm not sure if we're quite ready for it. We could give it a crack. There's a swarm of enchanters there guarding a star axis. Like, my goodness, they know how precious these primary stat boosters are, don't they? They know. Alright. Unfortunately, we don't have these catacombs at the moment. I don't want to attract Selendor, so let's just stay out of his way. I think that's going to be the end of our turn. So Bess is still not wandering around. It's month of the butterfly. We can, of course, recruit these mechanics. We'll swing over here and recruit the automata. As well, head over this way. Tancred can grab the warehouse of wood and then swing around to grab these gunslingers. So we can add those to our army next turn. I suppose while Fwebit's just sitting here, he can pick up these halflings. We'll do the epic swap. Have Fwebit transfer these halflings. Like so. Then you can get back into position. We'll upgrade these halflings now. Transfer them. Have Insight over here just sit down. I need to learn how to pronounce that name. Recruit everyone. Excellent. Todd can go grab the Mercury. Excellent. The Prospector next. Henrietta can grab some of these other resources. There's a throng of enchanters here, guarding a decent helmet. Oh, there's the Boots of Levitation. Oh. Those actually may be required to beat the mission, I think. I think there was a mention at some point about, you know, needing to walk on water. Look, I think we've explored this area as well as we can. We're basically waiting for Frederick to come and actually sort this lot out, basically. Yeah. Certainly, we could get some more experience in Henrietta, but, yeah. I'm not sure if this is a sensible fight. We'll have a quick look. I think so. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to accept that. We just get the same amount of skeletons back, and we get, would you not believe it, an invaluable artifact, the Inexhaustible Card of Ore, which will increase our ore production by 1 per day. This staggering achievement is, well, not very good, frankly. We'll take more free skeletons, though. So why not? Alright. Bess, are you ready to come on down to Burton? We got a pile of death with your name on it. Still not interested. Well, Ian here can be our sort of a rally point. Have Bertram deliver units over there. Then promptly head up this way. And Tancred can also deliver the units and then head back to his position. Might as well grab this as well, actually. Who knows what special resources we'll need. Okay. It's not much, but it's honest work. I believe I've explored that particular Sears hut in a previous playthrough. I'll flag it again just to go to my quest log. Time to defeat some of the water elementals that are guarding this area. Don't want to lose a free skeleton, do we? I mean, to be fair to Boyd, he's actually got a semi-decent army right now. It's nothing good enough to beat, like, Bess or anything, but it's not bad. Let's keep exploring, sailing the seas. He's a pirate once again, the undead pirate. We could explore to the south. See what's down there. I suppose we're not in any immediate rush to go anywhere. What's this quest card? A small henpecked man peers over the gate. No one may pass! My dog ate my wife's quiet eye to the dragon is still eye of the dragon and I'm not leaving here until I find a replacement. I think this is the game's subtle way of forcing both sides to meet, right? Because one of the eyes of the dragon was over here, and the other one I think Frederick has. So just like says, okay, you can't progress until your two armies have actually joined. Yeah, he's got it here. So there you go, it's another way to say, okay, sort yourself out. We do get a dragon scale shield though for it, which is actually a fairly decent artifact, so not going to be saying no to that. But it's probably time for Henrietta to take the plunge into the portal of dreams and magic. Will Bess attack this turn? Oh no, Foibert is dead. Shocking. Bess is still reluctant to engage our forces. Let's just have Bertram go back into position. Slendor is in striking distance, or thereabouts. And it's going to take him a while, but we should probably start thinking about running bravely away. Meanwhile though, this sea chest contains nothing. There is a sharp route to a sea portal here, which could have all sorts of wondrous things inside. This was a man who needs to see his long-lost brother who's been captured. Time to bravely run away, of course. Thank you, Todd. More running away. You can attack at any time, you know, Bess. But will she? Yes, she will. And auto combat fails the battle. Can we do better? I think we can. Would you believe through the magic of television, this is not the first time I'm doing this fight, because the game literally crashed mid-combat with no error logs or anything last time I tried this a moment ago. But nonetheless, we remain undeterred. We will defeat the enemy, even if they try to crash the game. Get wrecked. Nonetheless, that was not a clean fight, and there's not really too much I can super do about it. So I'm going to prepare to accept some losses. First things first, though, we're going to dive on these sea dogs. There's so many of them. Pounce like so. And the second stack of sentinel automatons is going to pounce upon the sharpshooters. Yeah. So, now we have to choose who to shoot. I think that's probably the sorceresses. Or we can just kill off the halflings. Let's just kill them now. Yeah. Sit down. There will be a time when I pounce with the engineers, but I'm not sure if it's this turn. Let's fire away with the massive stack of gunslingers. We'll shoot the sorceresses. There we go. Let's put a nice dent in them. We'll also then fire away with the grenades. Excellent. It's 60% of the sorceresses remain at this point. So they unnecessarily swap places, but yes, the automatons are getting absolutely wrecked. Not an unexpected outcome. Wow, precision, that's different. Arguably I could have had one of these explode. Don't know if it was super necessary. Let's now charge forward with the bellwether armadillos. Just murder these wyverns now. Boom. We can even finish the job with some engineers. It's a little bit overkill, to be honest. But next turn we'll buff up the engineers so that they're even more effective. We could also repair the automatons now, which I think I will do, actually. Because that means I'll just get a turn immediately next turn. There we go. The tower chose not to finish off the wyvern stack. An interesting choice. Possibly an annoying choice. We're going to go for the mass bless. It's going to allow these armadillos and engineers to do a lot of damage. Not so much more for the ranged units, but, you know, honestly though, even for the grenadiers it's going to do a lot, but let's just keep firing away. So for now, I think I'm just going to keep pelting the sorceresses. As for the women with big flamethrowers, though, we have different plans for them. Unfortunately, everything is spread nice and perfectly to make sure I can't do a massive cleave, but we could still go do massive damage. So we could do a nice hit on the sea dogs, which I think we will do. Or we could just murder the sharpshooters now. I think someone else will murder the sharpshooters. Still, was a nice solid hit on those sea dogs. So, who is next to be shot in the face with gun? I think it's going to be these sorceresses. There we go. We can then finish the job with something else. Actually, we'll have the armadillos. They can kill either of these stacks. There we go. So, grenades. I think grenades go into the sea dogs. And I think these automatons pounce upon the sorceresses. Honestly, there's not that many left, but let's just eliminate the range stacks. We'll then have to worry about these quite large melee stacks. Well, this engineer's having a bad day. It's a lot of crewmen. The armadillos are getting smashed, but honestly, I'm probably okay losing these two stacks over losing all of the automatons, because they've been very handy. While the arrow towers are doing work, those men with gun, doing good job. Let's finish off the sea dogs. Excellent. We can now do a solid hit on these remaining units, but I also think it's time for the engineers to run away. Like so. We could possibly even have the Sentinel Automata run away as well. For now, though, let's just remove the Oceanid stack from existence. We'll run the roly-poly of doom. There we go. Now, do I want to place a spell upon the enemy? I think she has Cure, so slowing them is not going to do anything. I think it's just a case of run bravely away. We can let the arrow towers and range units do more damage. Yeah, there's the Cure. I sort of saw it coming anyway. But that's excellent. The losses this particular attempt are actually significantly less, so I'm not that gutted about having to do this fight twice, because this is actually an excellent result. I mean, it's obviously not a cleanest of fights, but Burton is defended. We lost 107 armadillos, 76 sentinel automata, 171 engineers. The women with flamethrowers had a bad day. 1 bounty hunter and 11 halfling grenadiers. But we killed hundreds and hundreds of ranged units. and of course seized many precious artifacts, including this pendant of total recall. The nonsense that was. So, Frederick is now no longer bound to defending Burton, because he's done such an excellent job protecting it from harm. We have a second Helm of Chaos. We can get that Scales of the Greater Basilisk in play. This is still the best option here. We have the Orb of Vulnerability, which could possibly come in handy later. I think the Spirit of Oppression was important because I think Bess has got expert leadership. So I think that's why that was equipped. But I'm actually okay with those results, frankly. This is a decent army. It still can do a lot of work. I think we do the Black Shard of the Death Knight, and then we just start hopping into teleporters and make our way over. Of course, we need to break through the Bone Dragons to do that. But it is time for Frederick to stretch his muscles, open his chest, and, you know, he's not really that sort of man, is he? But, but to get things done. So, Frederick, off you go. And thank you everyone else for doing your job, including, you know, Fweibert, who was just a sacrificial lamb. But, you know, someone had to be. Todd can, of course, re-secure the gold mine, re-secure the garrison, just, you know, grab all this stuff. Bertram's fine. Henrietta. Do we have time? You know, probably just to be safe. I'm actually just going to do an LP33A save, because if the game crashes again, I don't want to lose my progress. Funny that. Also, what's in here? A Portal of Destiny. The Queen wants Malathi to be taught a lesson because they insulted her, calling her a fat old hag. Until this is done, she has closed the borders. Well, that's a dead end, isn't it? Speaking of dead ends, we have Titans here, a horde of Titans, but there is a use for the Orb of Vulnerability. If this was opened, Frederick could actually clear this area with Mass Forgetfulness. Speaking of Mass Forgetfulness, he could also just open these himself and come in from the other direction, in theory. But it looks like that's the end of this little watery journey. We've done a little bit of exploring, and we've found basically nothing. So, nice. We can technically land here on the other side of the garrison. I don't know if we're going to be able to get out, but, you know, we can. I suppose we can take the long way around. Well, in the spirit of adventure, why not? You know, it could only end terribly. So, yeah, Selendor's returning back to Rotunda here to just recapture everything. That's fine by us. So now it's time for a little bit of load save abuse. Oh yes. Wasn't that wonderful? How about we don't do that? And instead, we, oh well. This is seeded, isn't it? I'm gonna have to just do something else. Oh no, it isn't seeded. It's just that this is where we ended up this time. I would like, at this time, to grab that clone scroll that we spotted earlier. Which, again, just bear with me. Come on. I mean, the alternative here is you just literally have heroes standing on all the other exits, so you'd body block them and force them to go to the place you want. But we're only failing a 1 in 3 so many times. There we go. Might as well grab this stuff now, right? So, let's land a Boyd. We'll check out this area. We could probably have Frederick clear this now. Possibly we'll have him swing down, grab this, and then head back up and do this. Maybe even clear these Grand Elves while we're at it. There's so much for him to do. Like, there's the Sea Dogs here. Maybe just need to have him come to the coast. Clear out this area, then come back up and go through the Cyan Portal. That might be the ticket. Okay. We can just camp out here. You can claim this. Then, I suppose we could just reveal the shroud, but there's nothing here, clearly. Okay, let's open this up. And defeat the Dreadknights. Shouldn't be too hard. Especially because we can just chuck the mass slow. I know it's cursed ground, but it's not like we super care. I mean, that poor armadillo's body blocked to hell and back, but... it shouldn't be too hard. Okay. Bellwether armadillos moving over. Alright. Excellent work. Go, my sentinel automata. Stab. Let's hit him with the bless, shall we? Well, they weren't ready for that. Okay, it should be safe enough to leave this to the halflings. That's actually a half shot, funnily enough. Yeah, there we go. Excellent. Flawless victory. There's fires everywhere. Big fires. Wow, they're like quite massive hordes of resources here. And of course, the widow of a former captain of the guard admires your quest and gives her the enchanted sword that her husband relied on during his tour of duty. This is one of those things that is actually, like, I think they call it the Mandela effect. I always called this the Black Shard of the Death Knight. But it's actually Black Shard of the Dead Knight, as in just a regular knight who's dead. So, it's like, oh, okay. It's a completely different vibe. So, let's carry on. Now, of course, I have no idea how long this episode's going to be because of the crash. But, we'll probably wrap it up shortly. I don't need this, do I? Nah. I think things are going well. Obviously, the best fight was not going to be the cleanest in the universe, but we basically got through it with losing half of our automata and, like, a decent chunk of the armadillos, but they're expendable, and, like, 2/3 of the engineers, which sucks because, you know, the engineers are great, but we don't need them in overwhelming number, so... Yes! I suppose we don't currently have enough engineers to do a full res of the automata stack, but we should be fine. Let's end turn. Selendor gallivanting around. So Frederick's course is going to be... I don't know if I want those boots of speed, frankly. It's a difficult fight. So yeah, he's going to head down this way. We're going to clear this, just burst through this area doing all these fights that require forgetfulness anyway. And then we'll head up and do this Bone Dragon fight, and then pop in the Cyan Runway portal, and make sure we end up on this side, so we can then actually attack Rotunda here, deal with Selendor, and then we can reconquer this area, reclaiming the Sandworm dwellings, so on and so forth. That is the plan, but as for now, I'm going to wish you all well. Do take care, and I'll see you next time right here at KonfluxGames.